All right. Let's back this up. It's Sunday at, where's my clock? 10:41 on Sunday, May 27th. And this week has been, I think I mentioned in the last video, when I do videos I just kind of talk into them and then I upload them and I figure out what I'm going to name them, and that's the minimum that I do, because I don't want to revise the video after I've expressed myself, because it's difficult. This week, since last weekend, when I had that guy over, it's been a very difficult week to get myself going. Lots of procrastination, lots of anxiety, lots of depression. And I had someone contact me on Facebook. This is when I temporarily lived in Albany, back and forth. Well, I was going to Albany a lot. And a situation happened with him. He's a lot older. He was a personal training client, and there was a boundary that was transgressed, and basically he recontacted me, but he didn't contact me for like, I don't know, it must have been like 15 years or something, because he had feelings for me. And so I just realized today that I have, the amount of abandonment that I have when people just want me for sex, and then they're not there to be my friend. Just like this guy from last weekend. There's people on the watching out the window, and I'm watching out the window, and I have no drapes, so I'm kind of like hidden behind the door barrier. They're still looking out, so it's like I'm in my underwear. As if you didn't see from the beginning of the video, I realized I was turning around and the mirror's behind me. But anyways, so he contacted me on Facebook, but his Facebook is like nothing's on it, and so I was like, is this a bot? So I didn't respond to it, and then he emailed me. There was something I had done an exercise video back in the day, and he had the masters, and he said he was cleaning up and he wanted to send it to me. I'm like, okay. And he emailed me that, and then I replied and I said, yeah, I gave him my address, and I said, what's been going on with you? And he never answered. Now mind you, he's a lot older than me. I thought he was dead. I mean, I would think he's probably in his 80s now, It's been so long. So, and then I tried to contact, I got another notification from Facebook that he was waiting my response to accept his friend request. So I decided to accept it, and then I sent him a message, even though he's not on Messenger. So maybe he doesn't even receive the message. But he waved to me, then I waved back, but it's like, I was like, he doesn't know how to use this. I'm like, okay. I got this enormous sense of abandonment. I wanted to talk to him, and I realized that I was abandoned. It's just so weird. It was such a strong feeling. And it has to do with this week also. I mean, I was with this guy and I realized it wasn't going that well. I felt very engulfed and intruded upon, you know, by this guy who just didn't really have my interest in hand. He was just hanging with me because he, you know, just wanted to have sex, which he finally did. Wasn't good. But I didn't have any feelings aside from that. And he asked me, he said he had a great time when he contacted me a couple of days later. He said, how'd you like it? I said, not that much, a little bit. He says, why? I said, well, you know, because I'm working and all that. Which is true. I mean, he was kind of invading upon my life, you know, not understanding what's going on already with this overwhelming amount of work I have to do, and I can't even get you know how it is when you're overwhelmed. So, and then he hasn't contacted me since, so that kind of answers my question, and that just kind of contributes to the sense of abandonment, you know. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on people who are imprisoned, so it's kind of tough. I haven't really worked out for a week. I'm pushing myself to get onto the bike at least. Yeah. So I just wanted to note this and ride this through. Alright, I'll talk to you later.